John Bartolac is Business Development Manager for Industry Segments and Government Programs de Axis Communications por Norteamérica. Ha estado en la industria durante más de 20 años. Su experiencia va desde empresas sofisticadas y soluciones tecnológicas utilizando tecnologías de IP y control de accesos. 12 de estos años ha estado básicamente focalizado en el sector gubernamental. Empezó su carrera con Honeywell y posteriormente ha sido ocupado diferentes posiciones senior en GE Security. Axis Communications ha sido una de las empresas de vanguardia a nivel mundial de videovigilancia. Es quizás el líder a nivel mundial. Cuida, y lo digo a veces con un toque cultural, desde los Óscares hasta la cuna de mi hija de 6 meses. Entonces, está presente, realmente es una gran compañía. Yo les invitaría a que aprovechemos realmente la experiencia de John. Basta en este terreno, y el nuevo concepto que está promocionando Axis de ciudades inteligentes es sin duda el futuro que viene. Muchas gracias, John. El auditorio es tuyo.
Gracias. So today we're going to talk a little bit about smart cities. We see smart devices in every day. Our phones, lighting, our homes. What makes these devices smart is intelligence. We all know that we use a smartphone, but we use it not just for phone calls. We use it for email and all the new applications that we use to change the lighting, to activate cameras and do different things. So when we start to think about smart cities, we want to think in that same manner. Think about how to use your devices in your city and the infrastructure a little bit differently. So when we look at a city, a smart city, the idea of using a smart city is to use the existing devices or new devices in more intelligent ways. So many times, there are companies, organizations that purchase intelligent devices, but they don't use them to their full capacity. And this happens for a number of reasons. Sometimes it's because it's too much training, maybe it's an additional cost. But by not thinking about and implementing those kinds of measures and procedures, you miss out on using the intelligence of these devices. They can help you do other things and solve other problems. So what I want everybody in the room to start thinking about when you think about the smart city is the structure of the smart city. What is a smart city? So the smart city actually starts with the sensors. Sensors can be a number of different things. It can be the cameras in the field. It can be anything out there that is collecting data and collecting information. Then there's your network. That's the communication layer. That transfers the data from the smart sensors back to a platform. The third layer is the platform, which now collects all of that data and starts to process that information. And then finally you have applications that take and use the intelligence that's processed by the platform and feed that and start to do different things with it. So basically another way to look at this is the sensors are the source of your information. The network is the convergence of the application information. Then we look at the platform to process the information, the big data. That's where we talk about cloud. And then the smart city, the application gives us the end result, which is a smarter, safer city. So all around the world, town councils and municipalities are working on projects to make the city smarter and safer to live in. The slight difference in the definition is the smart city is to use digital technologies to improve the quality of living for its inhabitants, reduce environmental impact, and to make everyday services run more smoothly. Obviously, we're starting to see network cameras become a stronger component at the sensor end. It's not just the eyes, but intelligent analytics that can now use that video to interpret it and give us the ability to react to that video in a two-way communication. And we can also provide now through the network devices, your intelligent devices, audio information, and other kinds of information that comes from the camera itself. So when we look at a camera as a sensor, we can use the camera to detect damage to streets so we can improve the infrastructure. So if we think about this for a minute, the camera recognizes the vehicle, the application reads the license plate, uses the communication layer, and then sends it back to a central place to be processed. And this doesn't mean it has to be a large city. Smart cities can be any size. It's just a matter of how you implement and distribute and use the devices that you use in the smart city. And the concept at the platform level is use the network video as a source of open and big data and translate the video into data via data processing. As we start to look at this smart city, what we're starting to find now is the citizens play a role as well. So traditionally, where we have now started to implement smarter sensors to feed data, improve traffic, and provide additional security, we now use the citizens and applications that we provide to the citizens to help us together make the city smarter. And it's not just the citizens, but the police in the field, the federales can also use this as well to communicate and share information in a first responder type situation. So basically we're using, in that case, 4G, wired, in some case, information, feeding it through a cloud and bringing it back from the user to the device.